ArsenalFanTV, we're here inside Wembley. Got to thank the guys from AFTV for hooking us up. And I've got the boys here, got DT, got Troopz, and we're going to look ahead to the game at the weekend. Arsenal taking on Manchester City in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Listen, it's a massive game for Arsenal, a chance to get to another cup final, you know, and it's been a bit like our home here recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've played it quite a bit and we've had quite a bit of a success. So, yeah, I still think this game's in the balance. I can't. Yeah, you can't call this one. You can't call this. We looked quite even when we played each other a few weeks ago. But this is the kind of game where form goes out the window, bad form goes out the window. It's whoever turns up on the day, who gets a bit of luck, refereeing decision. Who knows? I'm looking forward to it though, I really am.
Walking up to the game, I saw this guy, he's a City fan, right? And he said to me, he goes, Robbie, you guys got no chance. He goes, Arsenal got no chance of beating City. What do you reckon?
Of course we got a chance, because their defence is dodgy, like our defence. So we can get at them. And if we're up for the game, yeah, our record's good against City as well. We have a decent record. Remember last time we played them here, we battered them 3-0 in the Community Shield.
Shield.
Nah, but still, because we have that one up on them here. And that could be in the back of their mind. And we need to use that as well. And if we start well, then we can get at them easily. Their defence is dodgy, blood. Dodgy, fam. We can get at them.
Now, you say that, dodgy defence and that, but our defence as well has been dodgy. We played that 3 at the back the other night against Middlesbrough. And, you know, did it work? Did it not work? I mean, would you try that against Man City?
Well, we had this conversation after the game. And now the dust has settled and I've kind of had a chance to look back at the highlights and see it. We were only really in danger from crosses, you know, but we do have to put it into perspective that it was Middlesbrough. You know, if that was the top team and we nullified them to just crosses, I would say, wow, brilliant, go with it. Different kettle of fish against Man City. Man City are not going to put the ball out wide and get crosses in the box. You know,
but they do put the ball out wide a lot, innit? They send the ball out wide a lot to Sane, a lot to Sterling. They rely on those guys out wide to start taking on the defence. So if there's a bit of extra help for them.
Yeah, but I think Middlesbrough's crosses were more not byline, whipping the crosses over. They were more the ones that go in towards the goal, the ones that drop around the 6-yard box. And I just feel that Man City play a different way. I think that this will be one of the most open games that you're going to see at Wembley. Q a 0-0. But I think it will be you attack, we attack, you attack. Guardiola, Wenger, have they ever really set up defences to defend? No, it's who's got the best strike force. And on the day, you know, they've got Aguero, we've got Alexis Sanchez. Which one will turn up? And there's so many subplots, Robbie. I'd rather be playing Man City than I would Chelsea or Spurs right now. Yeah. We don't know where Chelsea and Spurs are come the final. You know, Spurs could not have caught Chelsea. Let's say they win. They could have not caught Chelsea. They could be down in the dumps, feeling that, you know what happened to them last year? Once they realised the title was gone, it's hard to get out of that. Like what we're going through at the moment, where we're playing poorly and it's hard to get yourself out of it. So who knows? Let's think of right now. And right now, I think Man City are the better side to play.
Now listen, says Man City are the better side to play. Our defence, how are they going to cope with Sane, Sterling, Aguero, Silva, who last time was running the game for midfield? And that's not to mention you still got your Yaya, Torres and Peter. The way we've been defending recently, how are we going to cope with that?
We're going to have to pray. We're going to have to pray, blood, you get me? Nah. Obviously, because Bellerin, he should have confidence back now. Because when he came on,
he's on for a couple of minutes.
Nah, but when he came on, the reception he got, that will boost him up a little bit. Monreal's been playing well as well. Mustafi, drop him. Even if he's fit, don't play him.
He might be injured anyway.
Play Holding and Koscielny. I'm telling you, because Holding, I remember when we played Liverpool, and you said that when we played City, I remember DT's interview and he said Aguero had like a quick turn, and he just spun Holding. But now Holding's more on it, and I think Holding will handle them more. And if Koscielny bosses it like he can, and he coaches Holding next to him, we can hold them. We can hold them, fam. I'm telling you, the danger's probably Sane. Sane is the one, because Sane, he lit man down at Etihad and he lit man down at Emirates as well. You understand? Aguero don't really perform against us a lot. You understand? You don't really perform against us a lot. And our record's good here as well. So we should, I think we're going to win.
What gives you the confidence? A lot of Arsenal fans are quite confident that we can win. But why? Because we just ain't been playing well recently.
Because with City, City's the team that we can beat. Out of the, like D said, the easiest tie is City. That was the easiest team to get. Because the way they play is open. Because they're open. Chelsea's more defensive. And it'll be harder to break down Chelsea. Tottenham's on fire right now. So that would be a bit of a dodgy one as well. But North London derby, form goes out the window. With City, they're open. Their defence is just as bad as us. And we got Sanchez. And if Sanchez turns up, anything can happen.
Now, Ozil as well.
Yep.
Going to be important in this game.
Massively.
A guy that's been criticised for not turning up in the big games.
Yeah.
This is a massive game. He's got to turn up, hasn't he?
He has to. He has to justify that price tag. I think that a lot of his criticism's been unjustified. Some of it has been justified. But I think that he's been made a scapegoat as well by a lot of people. But he needs to step up now. If he performs, Alexis performs, Oxlade-Chamberlain turns up like he did the other night, or how he has been the last 6 weeks, you know, will cause problems just as much as you saying how we're going to deal with Aguero and Sane and Sterling. They will also be looking and going, how are we going to deal with Alexis if he's on form? How are we going to deal with Mesut Ozil if he starts picking up those pockets of space and creates chances? How are we going to deal with Oxlade-Chamberlain if he's bursting through at our back four? So, like I said, there's a lot of subplots to this game, and I just feel that this is the best game that we could have got out of all of them. And then, the chance is there, Robbie. They're there to be got at just as much as we are.
The team selection is going to be important. Now, I'll ask you, but I'll ask both of you this. Would you start Giroud in this game? Would you start Giroud up top with, Alexis out on one of the wings?
No.
No?
No.
So you wouldn't start. Well, Giroud's got a decent record against these guys as well.
Yeah, but Alexis is more dynamic and he'll cause more problems. And if you got Alexis, Walcott and Welbeck, the pace of that will get at City's defence. Because their defence is slow. The only bad man defender they got is Company. He's the only one. Stones is shit. Otamendi's dodgy. Like we can get at this defence easily. Don't play Giroud. Giroud's a good man to bring on if it's 1-1, 70 minutes. Then you got a plan B. You can start going long. But go with pace at them.
Okay, what about you?
Depends what formation we play. If we revert to type, then it's got to be Alexis up front for me. And then you put the pace on the flanks, Ox and Theo. If he goes with the 3-5-2, then Giroud and Alexis, like the other night. And it could be that little and large combination. And I think it can cause a few problems to Man City. So, Company's only just come back. Let's really put the pressure on him. Let's see if his injuries have really cleared up. It's a big pitch, so stretch him. And I feel that a lot is down to the team selection and like the formation that he goes with. I watched his press conference earlier today, and the fact that he never ruled it out says to me that it's in his mind, And
Three at the back that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in his mind. Arsenal's not the type of person that does something and then goes, I'm going to change it back. There was a reason why he changed it. There was a reason. He didn't just, I've got my reasons why, as well as tactically he changed it. But that was the first time he went three at the back since 1998. And I feel a lot of the pressure from the fans and what's gone on and how weak we've looked in defence helped to make him make that decision. I think he might go with that. Because one of the key words he's used in three at the back...
You're not feeling three at the back, are you?
Well, do you know what? The thing is, I listened to some of the things that he said about why he put three at the back. And it's about being stronger in defence. If that's his mindset and he feels we need to be stronger in defence with three, he will go against it. Because listen, when we played our old formation against Man City only a few weeks ago, we were getting cut to pieces. Left, right and centre. So as much as we were cutting them... and we drew the game 2-2, it showed that was not susceptible to what was going on. So he might look at that and say, you know what? At times when Man City are trying to counter and press, we need to drop into a 5. But when we attack, we go as a 3 and we push as numbered. Like I said, it's interesting, man. It's nice to feel like this as an Arsenal fan.
All right, very interesting, very interesting. So listen, we're going to round it up now. I'm going to ask you guys your predictions for the game.
Whoa.
Troopz, give me your predictions.
2-1 Arsenal. What's wrong with the man then? That's got no confidence, you know. Now that I'm here as well, I've touched the pitch. Obviously, DT blessed it as well for Sanchez, you get me? Curse it for them man down
You know
Saturday.
what it is, right? Is you didn't say that with no conviction, man.
Why?
You just
Because it's just that 2-1,
2-1
man.
Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal, man. Because we're going to see you afterwards. Wembley way when we're doing the interviews afterwards.
Oh, yeah. What about you? What about you?
2-2, win on penalties.
Yeah? 2-2 win on penalties. I mean, listen, I think it's going to be a tight game as well. I do kind of agree with you guys that
I think 2-1 extra time.
2-1 extra time.
2-1 extra time.
I do kind of agree with you guys that I think that out of the 3 teams, I kind of feel that City, we play a bit better against City
we got a
because
touch.
of their style.
Yeah.
So,
Why were you questioning our decision then to say that?
no, see,
you
you're not
agree.
saying it with no... No, it's because you're not saying it with no conviction.
I am.
2-1 Arsenal. I'm not saying it with no conviction either. How can you have any conviction with this team at the moment?
Because you've got to have hope, man. You know, as much as I want the
Is
manager...
that you
out-
talking?
Yes, it is. It isn't a clone, but as much as I want...
You're right, man.
I'm fine.
You're right.
But as much as I want Wenger out and as much as I want change, I want Arsenal to win a trophy.
Yeah, it'd be great to win a trophy. Listen,
know
what
what I
do
mean?
you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Looking forward to the game on Sunday. Arsenal versus Man City right here at Wembley. It's going to be a packed house. Really looking forward to it. Leave it in the comments below.
Wait, before you go, you've got something to say, Robbie.
What's that?
What do you normally do on the road trip?
We're going to do this.